So, I'm bringing you another Black2 OU match, this time against Smogon user Xxgreen. This is my brand new OU team with 5 OU Pokemon, and one that's not, but whatever. Who cares? I do what I want. So, I'm going to start out with my Deoxys defense, nicknamed GTFO, because he's my wall, you know? Bring him in, stall the shit out of you, that's what I do. He starts out with Green Hornet. Now, I predict him to go for the fighting type move because, I know he has, no, I didn't predict that, actually. I just decided to stay in hoping he wouldn't go for the Mega Horn, and he doesn't. So, I do take the, close combat like a champ, and my Psycho Boost almost kills him. Unfortunately, he doesn't, and he's Flame Orb does give him the Guts boost. This time he goes for the Mega Horn. I predicted that, so I switched into my physical wall, Ferrothorn. And Ferrothorn's defense is maxed out, but his Guts, Mega Horn did... Oh, it pretty much killed me. I mean, that did a ton of damage. So he goes into Rape Monster, the Electivire. I'm fearing the fire, so I go into my Politoed, which will bring in Rain, weakening Fire's power, as well as take a not very effective hit. So Pisser the Politoed gets no damage at all. I mean, Leftovers brings him fully back to health. So I go for the Protect, just to see if he would switch or what he would do. He does go for the Thunderbolt. So this turn, I decide to switch into Jolteon to take that. This is where I messed up. I figured, I forgot that Electivire could learn Earthquake. I mean, I have one on mine, and I still forgot that. So I go for the Shadow Ball, which does... It will be a 2-hit KO with the special defense drop I got just now, but the Earthquake does kill Jolteon. So that was a misplay on my part. And that's first casualty of the match. So I go into Luffy, the shiny Dragonite. He's a special bulk, like special attacker, and I'm pretty sure I have him bulky. I didn't think he could do anything because of Earthquake, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt. I forgot about the Ice Punch. As soon as I saw that text, I was freaking out because, you know, this thing has pretty good attack. Luffy has Multiscale, which did reduce the damage, so without Multiscale, Luffy probably would have died. I kill him with my Draco Meteor just because I want him out, and he brings out Jacob, the Floatzel. This thing is annoying. I go into Ferrothorn expecting an Ice Beam, which does, and it doesn't kill me, it knocks me down to 55. No, I think it's 55 after the Leftovers. Yeah, 55 after the Leftovers. He goes for the Aqua Jet, and I'm thinking, okay, max defensive, not very effective. Ferrothorn might have a chance at living. He didn't. I would have got my Leech Seed up, and that would have been good for me, but oh well. So, Ferrothorn's down, pretty much taken all the damage. I send out GTFO, and I go for the Toxic, because I do expect him to have a Crunch, which will do a ton of damage to me, because of super effective. This thing's Life Orb, so I just go for the Toxic, hoping to take him out, and this is where things get funny, because I'm switching around a lot while stalling him out. So I'm going to switch GTFO out and bring in Hitmonlee. Can't remember my reason for that. I think it was just because Hitmonlee was at full HP. So, I don't know. Anyway, I bring him in. He goes for the Aqua Jet, which almost kills Hitmonlee, leaves him with 2 HP, and loses more HP due to his Life Orb. I'm going to switch Hitmonlee out again, bring him back, and switch into my Politoed, expecting the Aqua Jet, which won't really do all that much. He goes for the Aqua Jet, Politoed takes it like a champ. Of course, it's not very effective. Life Orb brings him down, and then he dies. So I managed to stall out his Jacob, which, oh no, it doesn't die. but I just used Protect anyway. So, I mean, he's pretty much dead without doing damage. So he sends out his Pokemon. Yeah, of course he sends out his Pokemon. What the fuck am I talking about? I've had a long day. He sends out Gary Shellos. This thing was a wall. I knew it was part ground type, so I went for the Ice Beam just to see how much I could do, and it does nothing. He goes for the Toxic. Here, I have Toxic on my Politoed, but I didn't want to be a douche and just, Toxic 2 of his Pokemon. But he went for the Toxic on me, so I was just like, alright, bro, I didn't want to, but I'm going to give you what treat others the way you want to be treated. Right? That translates to Pokemon battles, I think. He goes for the Earthquake, which does a ton of damage, and I'm wondering if maybe, had I gone for the Stab Hydro Pump, it would have done neutral damage, been boosted by the rain. It might have done a bit more to this thing instead of switching out. But, oh well. I don't. And that's all that really matters. So I switch out of Politoed, go into Hitmonlee as Death Fodder, just to rack up more Toxic damage. This match really, I relied on Toxic. Holy crap, I feel like a dick. I feel bad about that. I still lost, but whatever. Yeah, I lost 2 matches in a row, and this is my new team. Kind of bad mojo there. I bring out GTFO and go for the Recover. Now, this part of the match is going to be kind of boring because it's basically me going for the Recover. His Earthquake doesn't do that much, I don't think. Yeah, Earthquake doesn't do that much. But what does do a lot is his Scald. He starts going for the Scald, and I can't remember if he must be boosted special attack, because I'm pretty sure my Deoxys has 2, his defenses are both equal. So I set up some late game spikes as he goes for the Scald. He doesn't get the burn yet. He does get it next Scald, and I'm down to 44 HP because that does a ton of damage. Well, not a ton, but it does enough to kill me if I wasn't recovering, and that's kind of scary. So I do just basically recover Toxic Stall him. So it's kind of a slow point right here. I don't know really what to talk about. I'm sitting in my room, it's nighttime, I'm trying to stay quiet so I don't wake everyone up. I get the burn, I restore light HP. Yeah, that's about it. School starts, well, since it's 1 in the morning right now, technically school starts tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't want to go to school. I'm a senior this year, fuck yeah. I'm 1 more year of school, so that's nice, Silence. Silence of the lambs. Anyway, so I almost take him out, right? No, not good enough. So I go for 1 more recover, realizing that he's going to lose to Toxic next turn anyway, and this is where the universe gets tired of my shenanigans. So this Scald is going to be a crit, and it is going to kill me. Because, universe, tired of shenanigans. Can't recover my entire game. Kind of glad about that, because this would have been a boring match to upload if half the battle, which it pretty much was me using Recover. So we get a double knockout. I go into Luffy as he goes into Ditto with Impersonate. And these last 2, moves, the last 2 turns, I feel like I could have won had I played them differently or better, or gotten lucky, because right now, he has the same speed stat as me, which means that it's a toss-up, 50-50, who goes first, and he goes first. We both went for Draco Meteor, but his hit me first. So Luffy dies, Imposter is still alive, and right now I'm like, crap, he's gonna kill me with my own Pokemon. How bad does that hurt? That's it's like that old thing where it's like, hey, stop hitting yourself. You take their hand, you whack them with it. It was just annoying. But luckily, his -2 in special attack kind of screwed him over, so Hurricane doesn't do damage really at all. My Ice Beam is a 2-hit KO, obviously. And he's going to go for the Draco Meteor again, just because it's the strongest attack. And he's going to die anyway, so that drop again won't matter. But, that's that. I live, he dies, that's game. No, it's not game. What's game is that I forgot that he has a Celebi left, and Politoed is a water type. So, had I managed to get that, Draco Meteor off, I'm not sure if he would have died or not due to my Dragonite, but if he did, I could have switched into Politoed, taken a Mega Drain from Onion Head, which would have a Giga Drain from Onion Head, which would have killed Politoed, but then I would have come back in and just used a Hurricane. And since I switched out, my drop in special attack would have been erased, and I might have won. Oh well, good game.